All right, folks, I am so excited that my LJN Custom magazine finally showed up. Absolutely love this cover. We're going to walk through this magazine and show you a little more. Here is Rowdy Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It says it's got Zeus, the Road Warriors, Demolition Andre the Giant, even more. And credit to all the great designers who put together these custom LJNs. So the concept of the magazine is we all had LJN wrestling figures. They're possibly the most successful wrestling line in wrestler history. There's just a ton of them made. They spanned over years and years. But then people started to make their own custom versions. This one's a 3D print of a Razor Ramon. And they started to customize. This is a Jesse Ventura turned into Hollywood Hogan, etc. You even see the gray suit Vince McMahon. So let's see some of the customs that people have done, including Bruiser Brody, Road Warrior Animal, Power and Glory, Terry Flippin' Funk. That's actually my figure. I think I got that from Zash Man. Look at this. Right? He made it to there. That's a Roddy Piper that I painted. A Zeus. That was made by XOXO. And Brandon Ward did this really cool Hulk Hogan. You have the Yeti, Big Rubber Guys, and Road Warrior Hawk. Big Rubber Guys are coming up with a new line of these, and that's super exciting too. So I absolutely love this magazine. In here is what the equivalent of like pro wrestling cards. Wrestling All-Stars back in the day, an old wrestling magazine, did these little trading cards. So we mimicked them, and you can see here's Billy Jack Haynes, Boris Zukov, old school Bruno Sammartino by Sin Bodhi, and just a ton of really cool figures. And each one kind of hard to read here, but you can see like their strength, their charisma, their popularity, and their athleticism, each individually ranked. So like Earthquake, he has a strength of 90, charisma 85, popularity 70, and athleticism 87. Pretty good, or 83, I think. Pretty good for a big guy. Now this is an actual interview with Tugboat Thomas, Tugboat, Fred Ottman by Snowman Jones, the legendary Snowman Jones. You see there's Nancy Benoit and Kevin Sullivan. Gotta show you, here's the actual Nancy Benoit figure by Sin Bodhi. A real favorite of mine, as well as that Kevin Sullivan figure, and just page after page after page. You know what I like about this one? I gotta show you this. This is a really cool aspect here. Okay, you see that magazine right there? We're gonna open this up. This is December 1988's WWF magazine. This was one of the first magazines that I got. My first one had the Bushwhackers. So I've had this since probably 89. I bought it at a used magazine store when I was a kid. But when we go through here, let's see if we can find it. I know it's in here. Look at this. We gimmicked up and mimicked, here's our magazine with Akeem done by Sin Bodhi and LJN Customs, Tom Veg for the head. And then this magazine is exactly the same article, exactly the same, but with the LJN figures acting out all the photos. How cool is that, right? Yeah, I absolutely love it, and I got a Akeem coming from Sin very soon. So a lot of cool creators in an article making a fictional feud between One Man Gang and the gangsta himself, the original gangsta, New Jack. Some of the work by Todd and Donnie Cotterman, Big Rubber Guys, and just so much stuff, including an article about Sin Bodhi. Yeah, how cool is that? And this is my favorite. This is a collage, but this magazine goes on and on and on, and it ends with like a reverse cover to where you can have like a double cover issue of Rowdy Roddy Piper. So a lot more pages in there. I don't want to show them all. I don't want to give it all away, but you can even see here's some pro wrestlers, including R.I.P. Daphne holding a Wrestling 911 magazine, Taylor Made from Shine Wrestling, Jessie Belle Smothers, all holding these magazines because people love these. They're really popular, and you can't beat these LJN customs. So, folks, if you're looking for really cool customs like this Undertaker, this one's fantastic. Remember to check us out on Instagram at 911 Wrestling, where we have fictional matches of these guys, and you can show, vote for who your favorite is. Gotta show this one off too. Look at this. Nikita Koloff. How cool is that? He Would have done so well in the WWE. He had an injury, and I think that cut his career short. But he was a big, evil Russian guy. Would have been a great feud for Hulk Hogan. For those of you who remember him, Big John Harris, 7'7" Silo Sam. How cool is that guy, right? That one's made by Retro Wrestling Revolution. I painted it myself. I painted this one from Print Fury Customs, I think it was. Sid Vicious, right? Do you recognize Sid? Do you think he should be a member of my Four Horsemen or no? All right, but clearly a crowd favorite. People love this Rowdy Roddy Piper. All right, folks, in case I forgot to mention it, this magazine that we mentioned is available on magcloud.com, keyword 911 wrestling or wrestling 911. Probably look up LJN as well. But folks, when you're looking for, I think Donnie did this one. When you're looking for cool retro figures, look at this one. This is a little dusty, but it's Jesse the Body Ventura with a Play-Doh's. It's like a club t-shirt that's hand painted with a spray painting. You've got, of course, speaking of dusty, custom Dusty Rhodes. Of course, some of us like those original classic ones. I like this. This is a classic rubber Lou Albano that we painted the chest to make it shirtless. Gave him some lapels. Gave him some cool design on the back. I think that is a classic, one of my favorites. And, you know, some people just like those retro figures, like those old school figures like King Kong Bundy. I've got two of these. Someone sent me one. A fan of our Instagram page sent me one. So I cleaned it up, brought it back to life. And for those folks who love big, sexy Kevin Nash, we got a lot to show off. All right, folks, my name is Adam from Wrestling 911, and I want to thank you for joining us. We have so many cool figures. We'll show them off on this channel. We'll show them off regardless. You can see there's a Mr. T, a very custom by XOXO. He's cool looking. I painted this one myself. I think this Warlord does justice to the figure, that he's got the jacket and everything. How cool is that? Just repainted his skin to give him a little bit more of a tan. And two more. I'll show you two more, and then we'll get out of here. Andre. I think that's a classic Andre figure. Even though we got the big rubber guys one coming, we'll have to let you guys vote to see which one is your favorite. And, of course, the Ultimate Warrior. How cool is that? So, folks, go ahead and check this out. Tribute to custom LJNs. So many cool pages in here. I don't want to show you them all. You might have to go pick one up. There's digital copies available and print copies. Showing how to make them. That's a cool custom article, right? In a wild and barbaric nocturnal ceremony from Africa, a blaze of fire and red flames, comes the Akeem, the African Dream. All right, folks, my name is Adam from Elite Demonstrations. Go check it out. You will not be disappointed. Goodbye, my friends.